Shout out to the sponsors, Bybit. Guys, I'm still trying to give away a Rolex. Okay, we need 200 signups on my Bybit link. The info and the Google form, the info is in my Telegram. So if you want a chance to win a Rolex for free, all you gotta do is sign up and fucking take some trades on Bybit. Info's in my Telegram. Shout out to them. The link's in the description. And yeah, I hope everyone's making some money. Hope everyone's having a good time. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Anyways, I hope y'all are respecting the pump. Things are looking good. I'm making some good money. I hope you guys are too. I think pretty much all the things that I kind of been tracking and wanting to happen have been happening. So I'm pretty stoked, man. And I feel like, you know, you guys hopefully are doing well as well. I've been doing my best to share trade ideas. We've had some absolute bangers. I mean, Say from Telegram shared that at 27 cents. We're not even at all-time high yet, and Say already hit $1. So that's awesome. OXO, I mean, absolute banger. Shared this one at like 10 cents. That's a 2x, just straight up spot, no leverage. And then obviously Ethereum, right? Like, I want to say I was one of the biggest Ethereum bulls over the last few months. You know, Solana outperformed it for a little bit, but I was very confident that, you know, Ethereum was going to put in that God candle, right? I'm like, Ethereum's going to do it. I said FBTC is bottom. We called out the bottom and the higher low, and then Ethereum's up, you know, 30, 40% from depending on when you entered. I was shilling you guys Ethereum at 1,800 bucks. Phil, probably one of the biggest gainers in the last couple days, posted that like 2 days ago at 620. So things are cooking. I hope you guys are making some money. I'm trying my best to obviously, you know, fill you guys in with stuff that I'm doing. I'm trying to give you guys like plays that are, you know, actionable. And then the education side of it as well. We've been going hard on YouTube. We're doing multiple videos a week, trade reviews, educational videos. So I hope you guys are crushing. I really do. And all the positive messages and comments and things like that, you know, that's why I'm still here making these fucking videos, because I don't have to. But I love helping you guys out and seeing you guys succeed. It gives me the warm fuzzies. You know what I mean? A little bit of warm, a little bit of fuzz. Let's get into it. I'm going to give a quick review of Bitcoin and kind of what I think that means with regard to altcoins and stuff. But it's following the plan pretty well. We had this weekly fair value gap here. So I talked about this weekly fair value gap. This candle to this candle makes the fair value gap here. I said this is an area where I expect BTC to pause. And my hope was, hey, let's see BTC pause here and let's see alts go fucking gangbusters. And that's exactly what's happened. BTC is basically consolidated for, you know, a week now, and Ethereum has gone nuts. A bunch of altcoins have gone absolutely crazy. AI coins going absolutely nuts. That's kind of me going in on Phil. That was one of my AI plays. OXO is also AI adjacent. So doing what I wanted it to do. I think the one thing that we need to consider going into tomorrow is the inflows. So last week we had almost 2.5 billion of net inflows through spot BTC ETFs. I think this long weekend, because today is a holiday in the US, so there was no inflows today. I think what we've seen on this most recent push up is a lot of perp buyers basically anticipating that the inflows are going to be positive. So we're going to wake up tomorrow, hundreds of millions of dollars in inflows. That seems to me to be what people are expecting. So the only real bearish scenario, and I say bearish very lightly. When I'm talking bearish, I'm talking a small pullback. I'm not saying the fucking run is over and we're going to crash and die. But if for some reason the spot inflows tomorrow or this week are perhaps less than expected, maybe there's a situation where we do get a bit of a pullback on Bitcoin. In my opinion, that pullback is still for buying. I don't think that this cycle has topped. I think that, you know, yeah, we're coming up into the 618 here, right? We're coming right up into the sweet spot. We have this weekly fair value gap as well. But to me, I don't think this rally and this run is over by any means. Will we get pullbacks? Yes, absolutely. I think that the thing people need to consider is where will those pullbacks go, and, you know, how will that kind of affect the rest of the market? You know, people want a pullback here. We had one here. Like, this was a 20% pullback in a massive uptrend. So to just assume that we're going to get another 20% pullback and you're going to get to buy at 40K again. I don't know if that's a bet I'm willing to make. I'm much more interested playing strength until there's a reason to not anymore. So until the market gives me a clear sign of distribution, right? So what could that look like? Maybe we get another big move up and then we reject and we're kind of back below the old range. Like something like, we're ranging, we get a big move up and then it's right back below. That to me might be a cause for concern. But right now, to me, this looks like it's either going to just break up from here, like that was the run just right there, and it's going to break up from here, or we get a bit of a deeper pullback into here. Probably see some altcoins pull back pretty hard if Bitcoin drops, 3, 4, 5%. But I expect this to get bought up quickly, assuming inflows remain good. And I think higher prices still are likely for Bitcoin here. The next kind of area of interest, I think, is 54 up to about 56. So that's kind of what I'm looking for here. I'm watching, seeing if we get some sort of pullback here. That's what I'm keeping my eye on. If that's the case, I'm probably looking to bid Ethereum and altcoins over Bitcoin itself, just based on the fact that I think Ethereum is leading for the next little bit. We called out this low, we called out this higher low. To me, this looks ready to make a fresh high above 0.062. And if that's the case, on any sort of pullback, I expect ETH to outperform to the downside, meaning I don't think it will drop as much, and overperform on the bounce. So that's what I'm watching for on Bitcoin here, because Bitcoin still holds a lot of weight. So if it is going to pull back 4 or 5%, altcoins, Ethereum will pull back as well. But ideally, if Ethereum is strong and other altcoins are strong, they won't nuke too hard, and then they will outperform on the eventual bounce. So that's what I'm watching for right now on Bitcoin. Is this the low before the next leg up, or are we going to pull back in here? I'd be willing to bid this area, and like I said, I'm probably more interested in bidding the Ethereum pullback than I am Bitcoin. But other than that, straightforward. This is not a short for me. Could we drop from here? Is there a short somewhere on the low time frame here? Probably, right? You could argue maybe like, okay, well, we swept this high, broke market structure here, your stop is here, you're shorting here, and you're targeting here. That's absolutely a trade, right? But you're basically trying to short, a $2,000 to $3,000 drop, but the upside potential on Bitcoin in the near future is all-time high. That's a 15K move to the upside. It just doesn't, the risk reward is skewed to longs right now. So if you're day trading, you want to take a short because this fits within your system, by all means, go for it. But I'm much more interested in saying, okay, if I think this is going to pull back, rather than try and short it, where do I think it pulls back to, and where could I long the dip from? That's kind of the game plan on Bitcoin here. I'm watching to see if it does sell off from here. If it does, this is where I'm looking to bid. So this is like, 50K down to 48.5. I don't expect it spends a ton of time down there, and then hopefully continuation higher. Ethereum, I think, is the stronger of the two assets right now. We don't have a 12-hour swing high yet, but if we do get some sort of flush on Bitcoin, the area I'd like to buy Ethereum is, kind of as close to 2,800 as possible. I don't know if we'll get it, but if we do, this is where I would want to be bidding Ethereum. And based on Ethereum BTC, I think it would outperform on any bounce if there is one. I look at Ethereum, even if it pulls back, like, to me, the draw is here. I think we're going to 3,600, just a matter of time. And I was calling for 3,600 here. What you're going to see now on Twitter is you're going to see a lot of people uber fucking bullish. They're going to be telling you to long every dip, long. You're not bullish enough, blah, 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 blah. Problem is a lot of these people were telling you to go all in on these drops, right? Or maybe they were bearish up here and here and here, right? And it's kind of like, okay, well, you already told me you're all in. How are you going even more all in if you're already all in? You know what I mean? So I kind of made a joke tweet about that, where it's like, people will be like, you're not exposed enough. And it's like, well, you told me you're all in already, right? Like, how much all in can you get than all in? So you're going to see a lot of clout collecting. I'm one of the goats of clout collecting. I'm going to go find some tweet from December and I'm going to retweet it and I'm going to be like, I fucking told you so. But guess what? I did tell you so, and I put my money behind it and I rode the leg up and I made money. So I'm going to collect that sweet clout. But you're going to see a lot of people come out of the woodwork talking about all of this shit. Don't let that stuff phase you, right? I did a video just the other day about, like, I don't want you to feel like you're missing out. If you're on Twitter right now, it's going to be very hard to not feel FOMO, because everyone is posting P&Ls. They're posting tickers that they're in that are up more than the ticker that you're in. They're talking about how you're not bullish enough. They're talking about how we're going to be going to fucking trillions of dollars in 2 years. It's craziness. Could they be right? Sure. But I'm in this to make money. And when I make money, I like to cash out that money, and then I like to look for the next opportunity to make money. I'm not telling you to just take profits and sell early or anything like that, but have a plan. Don't let yourself get influenced by people who aren't managing your money. It's your money at the end of the day. You need to be responsible. So if there's people telling you that we're going to go to fucking trillions in the next 2 years and we go up for another 6 months and then correct 40%, is that person still saying that? Did they short? Did they sell? Like, you don't fucking know, right? A lot of what you see on Twitter, and I say this all the time, it's fugazi, it's bullshit, right? So keep that in mind. Don't get caught up in the bullish hype and let it deviate you from your plan. There's nothing wrong to be bullish. We're in a bull market. Prices have been going up for over a year straight. So people acting like, oh, the bull run's just getting going. We've been going up for a year straight. Things will definitely get crazier if and when we cross all-time high, for sure. But it's just like, oh, we need the institutions. Okay, well, the institutions are here. Okay, now retail needs to come back. And then AI is going to fucking $1 bajillion. Just don't let yourself get caught up to the point where you risk giving back a bunch of the fucking progress you made over the last 6 to 12 months, even the last 3 months, by being over levered, doing something stupid like trading with leverage when you don't need to be, getting into a position super late when the setup's no longer there because you feel like you're missing out and you're chasing something. Have a plan, stick to your plan. Don't be afraid to lock in gains, because if you lock in gains and then we correct, guess what? Now you can buy back with more size. Just stay calm, play the strength. No reason to worry until we get some signs of weakness. Don't let yourself get discouraged or into a bad position because of some shit you see on the internet. All right. So just, stay calm, have your plan, execute. That's what it's all about now. Now's the time. We've got volatility. You want to be taking shots, absolutely, but don't throw your risk management completely out the window. Have a game plan, follow your game plan, be smart, and you're going to do well. If this continues, right, and we blast through all-time high in the next couple of months, things are going to reprice higher. There's going to be lots of opportunity to make money. So if you see someone longing something that's up a bunch, doesn't mean you need to go chase it, trying to fucking get in because you feel like you're underperforming or whatever. There's going to be bumps and dips along the way. I'm very confident if we get some sort of flush here, all these people who told you to all in today when alts are down 5-10% and Bitcoin's down 5+%, they'll be like, buying the dip, fucking all in. This is your fucking chance, last chance. And it's like, well, fucking you told me to all in yesterday, motherfucker, right before it crashed. So have a plan, be prepared to execute it, set your alerts, and let's fucking go. So I do think it'll be more interesting to talk about altcoins right now as opposed to Bitcoin and Ethereum. I've kind of covered those already. I do think Bitcoin looks a little sketchy. Like this looks like it wants to roll over down to here. And if that happens, all those entries that people rushed into today are going to look a lot shittier fucking tomorrow. Doesn't mean that we won't be higher at the end of the week, but if you're playing with leverage, right, or you have some ill-advised late entries, you got to be careful. You will long the top of these moves before the pullback. You'll wait for the pullback. You're waiting. You get caught up in the hype, expecting it just to continue, and then the pullback comes. Then you fucking sell what you bought up here, and then, a week later, we're back up at where you bought, and you've fucking lost money, and you can't buy as much as you could before. What do you guys want to see here? I don't give a fuck. What's going on? Maine, I saw you at Costco the other day. No, you didn't, because I wasn't there. We don't have bags of milk here. That's only on the East Coast. We're not fucking freaks. We have fucking cartons like normal people. So I think there's your answer. Just know that I gave you fill before the entire feed did. Just let me collect that sweet, sweet clout, baby. Yeah, as soon as people tell you that there's no pullbacks coming, that's when the pullback comes. It's like clockwork. If say goes to 30, you will never see me again. You better hope it doesn't go to 30, because then I will be gone forever. Yeah, right. You'll come back for clout. Of course I will. I am the clout goblin. See this face? Goblin face here. And what does that goblin do? He collects clout. Guy says it's a modular L1. Okay. I don't even know what the fuck that means. My dog's name is Obi, which means a lot of things. Order block, Obi Trice, Obi-Wan. It's got multiple meanings. No clue what Pendle does. Fucking apparently it goes up a lot. Oh, damn. Litecoin about to hit all-time high. I do not believe you, my sweet summer child. All-time high is a long way away, my friend. Lean hog futures. Damn, boys. I mean, lean hog futures look bullish. Talking to my dog. I'm not hiding the clout, baby. Arb looks like a Dalai Lama is about to happen. My friend, you don't know what a Dalai Lama looks like. Take your shirt off or I'm leaving. You do not want to see that, buddy. This is what would happen if I took my shirt off, okay? That's what would happen. People who are like so obsessed with looking right to the point where they'll delete and hide tweets where they're wrong are fucking low testosterone beta bitches. Capo Giga High T confirmed. I mean, listen, you gotta have some testosterone to be wrong for a fucking year straight and then still act like you're right. Time to shake out some yokels. What's with everyone saying the word yokels? The word yokel to me implies that you are a yokel. Good job. Sell low, buy high. Exactly. That's how you fucking get rich, boys. Sell low and buy high.